What's going on, everybody? It's Pelfrey, and let's just jump right into it because there's some things going on. Obviously, you've seen the Sump video. I will go more into detail on the Sump video at a later date. I do have some vibrant down here. Haven't used it yet. Dead mount the Neptune dose, and experimenting with the auto feeder going into the return chamber. It seems to be going pretty well. I do have a power head located in the return chamber as well. I did raise the skimmer. This is the Building in Obsession feeding ring for the Neptune AFS. I had it laying around, so I needed to get the skimmer raised up, so I went ahead and used that. But I ordered a 6-inch circle. I'm going to try to glue some PVC to it to get the skimmer raised up. Back to the vibrant. I ordered it. I haven't used it yet. I was actually going to try to get some emerald crabs from Live Aquaria, and then I stumbled across Reef Cleaners, and they claim our crabs are guaranteed to eat bubble algae or we will refund the cost to you. Now, this rock, bubble algae. Top of this rock, bubble algae. Middle of this rock, bubble algae. So, the bubble algae epidemic in this tank is for real, and it's only going to get worse. And this is like Bryopsis, or I don't know what this is. It's some type of algae that I only see on the overflow box. So I got 3 emerald crabs. One of them came in pretty large. So I haven't really seen them eating bubble algae yet, but you know, it's been a short while since they've been in the tank. I'm not expecting them to just dive right in. There's one of the bigger emerald crabs right there. Actually, he may be, if I can get a decent picture, he may be snacking on. Nope, he's crawling up. So I read different things. Emerald crabs bother this, that, and the other thing in the tank. I went ahead and got them. I'm going to try the natural route. Obviously, I have some, I don't know if it's cyano on the rockwork. I don't have it on the sand bed, but I do have it on the rockwork in some places. So on the Reef Cleaners website, you can actually, oops, sorry about that. If you go to information and nuisance algae guide, you can scroll through here and they talk about different algae. Not only that, but what to do to get rid of it. So for instance, green hair algae, they suggest sorted hermits, blue legs, sorted snails, sea hares, conchas. The list of, you can check out reefcleaners.org for yourself, but based on their opinions of the red slime or red cyano algae, I picked up some more snails. So I should have a pretty hefty cleanup crew in the tank right now. I did move the torch, so this torch was over here. I did move it to this rock because this right head was never opening. So I wanted to see how much flow I had in that area there. Pretty happy with it. If you haven't noticed already, I did take the Maxspect Gyre 230s off of the tank. I got a really good deal on 2 used Mp10s. And I've needed to get the gyre pumps off of the side of the tank for a while. So I just went ahead and got 2 Mp10s. They're on the back glass. You can see my reflection there. So we got the left one and we got the right one. And it's pretty crazy, what the tank looks like now with no pumps on the side glass. So I do still have both gyre pumps, and if push comes to shove, I could add one back to the tank. Obviously, I'm not getting the surface agitation that I was getting with the gyre pumps, and I did have them pointing up. And I could move the Mp10s up a little bit. They're not, they're probably, they're not exactly halfway down. So I could move them up a little bit, but I feel like I'm getting some pretty good flow through the tank. Especially the hammers here, they seem to be liking the new flow. And I can just go ahead and take a look at that if I can get in here. So I got my left and right Mp10 And I just went crazy with the different settings here. So obviously I've got constant, lagoon, nutrient export, reef crest, tidal, pulse, nutrient tidal, and so on and so forth, with the pumps, you know, varying from 70 to 100%. I have both pumps set up the same right now. Actually, if you're interested in this, on your Apex dashboard, you can go to download scheme, and this is the scheme that I have. So if you mouse over it, it just states I have two Mp10 wireless QD's on the back glass. Obviously, if you're interested in other schemes for the Mp10s, you can click on discover and you'll get all kinds of schemes that people have uploaded. Very happy with it. Again, if I feel like I need more flow, I do still have the Gyre pumps, and I've always wanted to try out some Tunze pumps. So that's always a third option, and that's a directional pump, so I could very well go in that direction. I don't know, you know, the Tunze 6055 is 180, something like that. So it's not too bad. As far as corals are concerned, of course, the Enchinada, the brain coral, and the new acans. These are the new acans, are doing great. Scully's always done great. Again, the hammers are doing pretty good in their new spot. The Slimer, I don't know about him yet. The Pieces of the Ocean Magic Kingdom has pulp extension but no colors. The PC Rainbow's got white tips. The Miyagi Tort has pulp extension, pretty good color. The Purple Stylo has been gone for a little while. The Stag obviously has a white base and white tip. One of the bird's nests is toast, and the pink bird's nest is definitely not looking good, whereas this other bird's nest is looking decent, but they might be just a little bit too low in the tank. I am probably gonna have to get a hold of a par meter and check the tank. I did increase the intensity of the lights just a little bit. I believe they're running at like 47% intensity, and I am following the AB Plus schedule. We can go in here. So I've shared this before. 47% total intensity, and this is what the graph looks like for the AB Plus. But that's about that. That's about it on that. Very happy again with the overall look of the tank with the pumps on the back glass. Super thrilled with how it's coming along. Really want to order some coral, but I'm gonna wait a little while. There's definitely, I don't want to tip anybody off, but there's a website that I found. It's got some endo torches, endo hammers. And I really want some, just because I don't know if that endo band's ever going to get lifted, and if it does, it's going to be a while since before we see any production from them. So anything that's labeled endo is a pretty hot item right now. They're pretty proud of them, and I get it. You know, it's hard to get corals. So definitely looking at some more hammers for the tank, that's for sure. But everything's doing good. I'm anxious to see what these hermit crabs do, or emerald crabs. Let me get this correct. So with that being said, I don't want to keep rambling on about the reef tank. Don't forget to check me out on Instagram at Pelfrey's Reef. I've mentioned this a couple times, but on Pelfrey's Reef and on my website, and if you look up the Devoted Reefer on Reef to Reef, all of those platforms are up to date. My videos are a little behind, so if you're interested in up-to-date updates, check me out on Instagram. I'm updating that pretty often, more so on the weekends than during the week. But yeah, check that out. Check out the website at pelfrey.net. And let's just take a look. He's definitely curious. There's another one there. I'm gonna drag this on just a little bit longer. He's definitely, you know, they're definitely working, and they got plenty of food in this tank right now. The AFS is feeding twice a day pellets, so you know that should help increase the nutrients. But these emerald crabs are pretty ugly, but you know what? I guess As long as they do the job, they don't bother me none. So anyway, I appreciate your following along. Comment, suggestions, concerns, leave them down below. Catch you on the next one.